Whoa. Hello. Hello, chat. Is my mic quiet? I feel like it might be a little quiet. But I don't know what to do about it because it's turned. Well, that's the wrong one. Maybe that's why it's a little quiet. Hold on. Is that better? Oh, I think that's better. Anyway, hello, chat. Mogo. Thank you, Helbet, for the subscription. 19 months. On Timestra. I know, right? Maniacally stroking my pussy. Dr. Evil. I'm going to demand $1 billion. Anyway, how's it going, chat? Boogie stream. Boogie stream. Thank you, Tiger Job, for the 25 months. Look at this Moogie. Look at this Moogie. Anyway, chat, how's everybody been? Right, Moogie? I know, right? What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Moogie? Happy affiliate anniversary. Is it the affiliate anniversary? I don't really know. I don't pay attention to that too much because like the whole like Twitch affiliate / partner thing always like made me mad because the partner thing always made me mad because it got me banned. So I'll never like not be salty about that. I need to like get into camera with Mookie here. This is tricky. I need to. There we go. But like, I don't know. I don't. Have you tried smelling salts to wake you up? That's not. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that would. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's a bad idea. I also don't have smelling salt. My TV got damaged in the move. It's spazzing out. Aw, damn. More Moogie, please. She's just been sitting on my lap a lot recently. She's just been chilling out here. Yeah, I know, right, Moogie? Talkative today, aren't you? You got a lot to say. You got a lot on your mind, Moogie. You gotta get it out. Gotta let the world know. Everybody's watching. What do you think, Moogie? What do you think about that? She's talking to Mom. Hey, Moogie. She's probably hungry, even though I fed her. It's like she'll beg for food, and then I'll give her food, and then she'll go right back to begging for food. Talk your shit, Moogie. Spit your shit indeed. Spit your shit indeed, Moogs. Yeah, it's my Moogie. Chewing on my cable. Do you guys remember when she was just a kitten? Do you guys remember when we first brought Moogie home? I think I was streaming when I first got Moogie, right? Was I? I think so, yeah. You guys remember baby Moogie? I remember baby Moogie. She was so small. She still kind of looks like a kitten, though. I won't lie. Like, if I saw her, like, I would not assume that she's an adult cat. She's like, she's one of those like forever kittens. She's really going hard on my headphone cable right now. I showed up like at the start of the new channel. Yeah. I wasn't there when you first started streaming on Twitch. Oh yeah, the OGs. The OGs know. There's only a couple OGs left at this point, though. I think most people are like new age. They're not the OGs. Trey Racing's one of the OGs. Trey Racing's. He's legit. I don't know. There's not a lot of others that stuck around that long, honestly. There's a couple of you. You know who you are. Yeah, you know who you are. If you know what the cursed panties meme is, then you know who you are. Moogie is so precious. She is such a precious little kitty. I was watching on YouTube before Twitch. Yeah, I need to post more to YouTube. I want to make another video, but I don't know what to make it about. I hate YouTube, man. You make a video and then you're like, oh great, now I gotta make another video. It's so hard to make videos when you don't leave the house. I should just make a compilation of Moogie walking around. That would probably be a good video. That would probably do pretty well, chat. Should have filmed the Jeep Resto. Well, the Jeep Resto is kind of like, it was only a couple things I had to do to it. It wouldn't have been a good video. Like, it wasn't that, like, invasive. I know Chris Penny because I showed up on Astra 763 during mid. Holy shit, Hellbit! $100, what the fuck? Moogie! What are you doing, Moogie? Holy shit, thank you so much, Hellbit. Hey, yo! Moogie. What? Moogie. Oh, Moogie. Thank you so much, Helmet. Like, honestly, thank you. Aw, you scared. The Moogie got scared. Oh, she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle the hype. She couldn't handle the hype. Holy shit. Thank you, Hellbent. Thank you, Hellbent. I'll do a preemptive fit check as a result. I gotta be really careful with this dress because it's very, very short, and I forgot about that. I saw some cheek. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't see anything. There's a figment of your imagination. I also just like how I have Randy Orton's like balls right here. Is like bulge, noticeable bulge is just always right next to my head. Is that my shopping look? I don't know if I'd go outside wearing this, unless I had to like stockings or something, because it is a bit short. Like maybe I would if it was like really dead summer or something like that, but I'd have to be really careful about like, you know. Randy stays presenting them out. I also like how the Mountain Dew cat is back and he's got the gun. Dead ass. Randy's bulge makes me feel safe. That's why I keep him there. This setup's been slowly evolving, chat. I don't exactly know how it's gonna end up, but we got my like internet mess over here. I probably need to like move that somewhere. But I've got the RPK in the background. I've got the American flag hanging here, cause you know why not? I've got the Master of Puppets over there. We got the whole set. It's coming together, chat. It's getting kind of cozy in here. What shoes? Actually gives no cake in public. Yeah, public indecency is a good way to go to jail, and I've already established that is not good for me. Definitely don't wear it when it's windy, or people will see more than they bargain. Yeah, I don't know if I'd wear this in public. I'm still not like, I don't know, chat. It's something that like I've thought about. Like, I don't know. I'm still. Hold on. Actually, let me move this closer. Let me actually adjust this. Give me a second. I feel like I can move this closer to my face so it's better audio quality. There we go. Now it's like Now it's more like right here instead of, you know, it's still like, it's still kind of off to the side. I wish I was talking more directly into it, but you know, pickers can't be choosers. And it's like now it's still in the shot. Do I care if it's in the shot though? Because this looks weird. It's too much. It needs to be like maybe off to the side, like there. Maybe just like barely visible. I want it to be more in my talking path. Maybe it needs to be higher. Oh yeah, that works. That's a lot better. That's a lot better, because that way it doesn't look so weird. And then it's yeah. Alright. Didn't you say you wanted to do another girl month anyway? I could. But I don't know, here's the thing, Chaz. Like, I'm still like, I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I shouldn't be boy moding anymore. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't ever, it's boy moding, I feel like I'm just in perma boy mode. I don't know if I'm ever gonna escape it. I don't know if I'll ever, like, get rid of the brain worms enough to actually go outside wearing cute clothes. What even is your boy mode? You guys have seen it. Like, I've streamed in boy mode before. I don't know. It's kind of like, does it count as boy mode? Like, I don't know if I took a picture. Hold on, wait, actually. Is it on my Twitter? I might be on my Twitter. Give me a second. Like, honestly, this is not a bad example of my boy mode right here. Like, obviously this shot's a little bit like much, but like with the jeans and the black shirt, I love this picture of Moogie, by the way. Look at this Moogie. Look at her face. That's pretty standard, like, guy mode. Like, just a black shirt, jeans, maybe a jacket of some sort. Like, I would probably go out in public wearing this. Maybe not the glasses, but I'd probably do that. Compared to, like, I really like this outfit, but I would not go out in public wearing this outfit. I thought that was that was also a good picture of Moogie. Oh shit, I did wear this dress recently. I was thinking I did, but I was like, nah, I didn't wear this dress recently. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Oh well, I tried. I really did. Time to change, motherfucker. I'm not changing. I already took all the pictures. I ain't changing. I already did everything. I already did everything. I already did all the routine. Which, by the way, I've been pretty consistent about. I'd like to point out. More like a tomboy. You're more like a girl trying to dress up like a boy. I mean, maybe that's what it looks like. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like the brain worms are too powerful, chat. They're too fucking powerful. Like, I want to, like, be able to just casually wear a skirt to the store. Because I think it's, like, I really like skirts. But I would just feel so, like, icky. You know what I mean? What if someone redeemed to change clothes? Oh, then I'd be upset. Because I don't know. I'd probably just go put on some random other thing. Because then I have to go get dressed again. I have to go put on some... I could. Nicole said it's your best, your boy mode looks like a girl filling up boy mode. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I understand that. Like, but, like, that doesn't get rid of the brain worms, you know what I mean? We're in the same dress so soon. Take it off. Alright, I'll take it off. Sorry, I'm allowed to wear the same dress twice, okay? Am I not allowed to wear my clothes? God damn it! I'll put on a different dress for $50. $50, my god. That's a joke. Unless I get you. I feel the same way when I'm in public, but I wear cute clothes anyway because it makes me happy. I guess that's fair, but you know, I don't know. I just haven't like. It's like, I want to wear a dress in public. Like, I want to be able to wear, like, girly clothes, you know what I mean? But it's hard. The worst is formal events. The worst is formal events. Because, like, if you're just in a casual, like, you know, setting, you could just wear whatever you want. Like, genuinely, throne? I don't have a throne anymore, CMC Scout, unfortunately. I don't. I do have a treat stream, though, which is very good. I do have an Amazon wish list as well. But I think that needs to be updated. So don't buy anything off the Amazon wish list, because it might go to the wrong address. Is that hold on, is that true? Wish list. Which one is like the actual wish list? And if someone buys something off of here, where does it go? I don't know. I do not know. That's something I need to figure out at some point. But I don't know, man. I really like... Did you ever get around to fixing your treat stream? I think... Hold on, let me look. Let me look. I'm not sure if I did ever. Because we tried it and they canceled the order. Maybe that was because it was too late, I guess. Maybe? The treat stream. Here's the treat stream. Let me log in. Dude, that's insane, dude. That's so much money. This is why I eat at home mostly nowadays. Edit your treat page. Okay. I think everything's updated correctly. It's just that the first time we tried it, it didn't work. So maybe we gotta try it again or something, or maybe I just have to fucking get off my ass and go cook some food. But man, I'm so fucking tired. I need to go to the store again and get more fucking food. Have you had a chance to fix your new PO box? I need to order it. I need to pay for it. I need to buy it. It's like $30. I need to go and just get it. I'm still like waiting because I'm trying to like make sure I can pay everything that I need to pay for, but I need to do that. I'll do it probably sometime this month. I might wait until I get back from Iowa, which I unfortunately am probably going to be taking a trip to Iowa, as much as I fucking hate that place. Hello, Curvit. You should go with your girl mode in public with your people dressed in girl mode during senior citizen hour at Walmart. Yeah, I don't know. I that's probably what I should do, is make videos about me going out in girl mode, just to like... That's probably a good idea. But I feel like I need somebody there for moral support. Like, I need Batsy. I need Bats to be there to give me moral support. Fixing the 8 Dorito? Yeah. Fixing the RX-8. I was gonna remind a bulk dildo mystery palette on Throne. What am I gonna do with a bulk dildo mystery palette? The fuck am I gonna do with that? I already have so many dildos. Okay, here's the thing about dildos. And for those who don't know or who don't use dildos, here's what you don't understand about dildos. Is that you find one dildo and you use that dildo. You don't use anything else. I don't even use like a dildo per se. Like there's a specific one that I have. It's like I don't even know to describe it. It's like glass, right? But it's the go-to. It's the go-to. For the longest time, it was the pens, right? The pens were just the go-to. No dildo topped the pens. That's why I used them, because they were the fucking best, right? But the Jew pen did get dethroned, like, somewhat recently. I don't know where that one went. I don't know where that is exactly at the moment, but I need to find it, because it's $50,000. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have... I would get in trouble with, like, my my place. They would not be happy if I had like a pallet delivered to my house of dildos. What am I gonna do with that? I don't have room for that shit. I don't have room for the stuff I already have. I don't have room for that shit. I got this product that I found on Google.com. It's not a link. $50,000 worth of dildos. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna ever do that. Here's the thing too, is like some dildos too big. I have dildos that are genuinely too big that I don't use because they are too big. I don't know, maybe I'm just like, I've got, you know, I'm like that. Maybe that's just the reason I'm just like that, and I should be more like that, but I'm like that. But I don't know. Prefer not bullshitting. I didn't not believe you. I didn't not believe you. That is indeed a pallet full of dildos, and I'm not gonna buy that. At least it's only $6 for shipping. At least you get the bulk mystery box of dildos, but it's only $6 for shipping, which is, you know, that's a pretty good deal. You gotta give them that much. You gotta give them that much. Market as your own brand. So it's literally, you just buy a bunch of generic dildos and then rebrand them as your dildos. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. There's a lot of dicks here, though, on my screen currently. There's a lot of penis. It's just so much penis. Too big or... In fact, I wonder if I need to, like, get rid of the link. It'll probably be fine. Too big or too scared to try it? No, I've tried it, dude. I've tried it, and it's like, it just doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Like, I tried for, like, an hour one time to get it to go. But it doesn't work. It didn't work. Burna, self-defense, kinetic launcher, ultimate that's not a link! Kermit, that's not a link! Should probably eat that link. How do I yeet the link? How do I yeet the link? How do I get rid of this? I don't want to time him out. How do I get rid of a chat? How do I just delete a chat? Chat appearance, delete messages. Hide deleted messages. How do I delete a message? Ban him? You're the guy who did. I don't want to ban it. I don't want to ban you. Do a mold and sell Astra brand dildo. I feel like no one would use it. Just wouldn't be big enough. Should be able to purge the chat. It'll probably be fine, and probably. Oh, that's a nice rifle. 4570. That's nice, dude. Look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's the side loading. I much prefer that than the top loading up here. That's a nice rifle right there, man. I would own that shit. I need a good lever action. I don't have one. I have a little 22 lever action at Henry level, like 22. But if I don't know, I were to buy a lever action, I'd probably buy something like fucking 19 Winchester 1897. Did you hook up the bidet at your new place? No, not yet. I'm a little bit scared too. Oh, this is a shotgun. That is a nice shotgun though. $500? God damn, I want one of these too. There's so many guns I want to buy, chat. There's so many. I want so many guns. The problem is yeah. Winchester lever action. This is a 30-30. That's pretty cool. 1970. Like I'd probably almost rather do something like this because I just like the vintage stuff. I like the case hardened though. That's nice. I found the link. Oh yeah, this is the same one. I can find you a cheap one? Well, I mean, even if you find me a cheap one, I'm not in the market of buying guns at the moment. I'm not in the gun buying market. If anything, I'm selling guns at the moment, not buying them. The Golden Boys are cool. I like the Golden Boys, but see, like, this has the same problem, right? This is a rimfire. So this is a 22 Golden Boy. I have a 22 Henry like this. I don't need another 22 Henry. In fact, I think this is this, except it doesn't have the big loop. It just has a normal loop. I have this rifle, except it doesn't have the big loop. It just is the normal the normal the normal thing, not the big one. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. We got this one. Show me, motherfucker. It's not here. It's in Iowa. Bear. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Now this is honestly so cool. I would love to have one of these things, man. I would love to have it. Oh, the fucking 20-inch non-fluid. I have some 50 PMG too. Unfortunately, this thing I think this retails at about $10,000 if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's not gonna be in the carts. If I had $10,000 to drop on a gun, I'm probably gonna go with an Arctic Warfare. If one's even for sale right now, because I don't think there is. I mean, okay, there is one for sale. It's not the kind of one I want. It doesn't have the right stock. I don't like the stock, but it is, and it's left-hand bolt, which is weird. But fucking $10,000 for this motherfucker. Dude, I just want a goddamn Arctic Warfare. If I could just get an Arctic Warfare, I could die happy. That's all I need. That's all I need in my life. Only 10K? Oh wait, was that sounds bad saying it that way. Only $10,000? Only $10,000. I don't have $10,000, man. I do not have $10,000. This is a nice little pistol. I like this little pistol. It's pretty nice, but it's 22, so it's pretty cheap. I like that walnut. It's not a bad like first gun, to be honest, especially for like a kid or something, because you could teach them how to do like gun safety. But it's just a simple little, you know. I think it's even single action, right? Nice little revolver. See, I have revolvers, but they're not like that. This one's a Colt. I have an actual Colt revolver, but you know, it's in 38 special, not 22. This one, however, is not in 38 special. It's in 357 Magnum, and it's a Smith & Wesson. This one's my actual carry gun. Happy affiliate anniversary. Oh, thank you. Get the other one I sent. Yeah. What ammo do I carry? I have a loose one right here. Yeah, I think the American flag was a bit tacky on that though. It's the same thing. And a 22 LR revolver. It's just, you know, I like 22 LR, but if I'm just gonna get any 22 LR, it's gonna be a it's gonna be a fuck, where did that thing go? I need to find my Ruger. I don't know where that went. I might go look for it real quick. But this is the ammo I shoot out of that thing. It is a 357 I think Spear, or it's Federal. I don't remember exactly, but it's like specifically self-defense ammo. I think it gets around 11 to 1300 feet per second out of this barrel, by the way, which is insane. Considering it's like literally, the barrel's like literally the length of the cartridge. So it's like you get this much barrel and that's it. You really don't get a whole lot. But it is a 357. This is awful to shoot. It is like one of the worst shooting guns I've ever shot. But it is my EDC because it is 11 ounces and it shoots 357 Magnum, even though it hurts. It's like Pichu in Melee. It takes damage. You take self-damage every time you shoot it. I shot this fucker, and my wrist hurt for literally a week. This is a painful gun to shoot. But it is, like, the best EDC I have, so, you know. Actually, has the one hit, I quit a revolver. Yeah, honestly. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. I'm spending 2K on this. I'm jealous, dude. I was about to say, oh, I don't like cap and ball rifles because I find flintlocks more interesting, but that's not a cap and ball. That's a trap door. Oh, I want a trap door so bad. I love the trapdoors. I want a Martini Henry probably a little bit more than I want a trapdoor, but I really want a trapdoor. These things are fucking cool. And they're not super popular, so they're not super expensive, but this is nice. I think this is a new manufacturer one, but this is nice. I would spend 2K on that if I had 2K to spend on a gun. Should I buy this, chat? So many guns in chat right now. I guess you could. It's a decent revolver. I don't know. What is this? Is this just? This is 45 Colt. So this one's actually pretty cool. It's in 45 Colt. I like that. I don't know. I'm not the biggest revolver fan. Like, I like revolvers, but if I were to get a revolver, right? Like, if I were to buy a revolver, I would not buy that. I would buy 44 mag revolver. I would buy something like this, right? Dan Wesson. This is a nice gun. Like, I'd buy something like that, dude. Really, I want an Astra. The gun I really want is an Astra, which I do not think one exists. Damn, 6,500 for that? That's insane. 6,500, I have one right there. Nope. I've scoured fucking gun brokers so much, and every time I see a 44 Magnum revolver on here, I get so jealous. Because I want one so bad, but they're not easy to find. Curse me for being a collector of obscure firearm brands. Why? Why must I care too much about a stupid fucking brand from Spain? Oh, that one's nice. Fuck. Alright, well. Japanese revolver? Oh, that's kind of cool. I would rather go with a Japanese revolver, honestly, but that's just my historical brain speaking. Links up the wazoo. I have one. The 6.5K is probably in shit condition, though. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much this thing's worth, to be honest with you, because it's like... It's in really, really good condition. Like, it's in almost perfect condition. I don't know if you can see this. You would not believe that this gun was made in the 20s. Like, you would have... It's like, looks like a brand new gun. Clean it up a little bit. Very nice gun. I love this thing. I really do. It's honestly probably the coolest gun I own. It's also the most expensive gun I own. How much for it? $9,000. It's not a Mauser. $9,000 is my going rate on that one. But no, it's not a Mauser. It's an Astra. I don't know if you can tell. If I zoom back in on this, right here. And I don't know if you can also tell that it's got a really low part number. There are tens of thousands of these things made, and this is the 381st. Super low part number. Super good condition. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I even have the stock with it. I don't remember where that went, but it's somewhere around here. It's auto? No, it's not auto. It's not auto. Fortunately. Unfortunately, it's not. There is an auto version of this that Astra did make, but that is not. Very few markings? What do you mean? What do you mean very few markings? What are you talking about? Found a good one that was in shitter condition. That's yours for 10K, so yours is 100% worth more. Yeah, definitely. Is that the same gun those guys were laughing at you? What? No, that was the AR. That was my fucking what would Stoner do AR. They're just dumbasses who don't understand that there are different qualities of AR, and that just because you can build a Turkish piece of shit for $400 means that you're not going to spend more. Like, if I had brought a Dan Wesson into them, they would have said the same thing, because they don't understand that, like, there's difference in quality in fucking ARs. Like, yeah, like if I brought a Daniel Defense AR in there or some shit like that, they're not gonna understand that it's like a valuable AR that's worth more than $2,000. You know, you probably saw a young short fuck girl walk in and they thought they could rip you off. Maybe that's what they thought, but I was it's like, you're not getting anywhere for 900 for that. I could easily get more than 900 for that. It's like literally. Hold on, I just like to look at this, because what would Stoner do? If we look that up on on the gun broker, you look up the receiver and it's $1,000 in of itself. Just the upper to this gun is $1,000. And they were telling me they weren't gonna get anywhere. I was asking 900 for the whole thing. For the gun, for the lower, for the trigger, for the buffer tube, for the upper, for the everything was $930 what I wanted for that, right? And he said we wouldn't be able to get anywhere close to that. Even though that's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Like, maybe you could make an argument that it's like worth I don't know. It was dumb. It's dumb. I'm not going back to that place because they pissed me off. Thank you, nice guy, for the 25 months. Thank you so much. Isn't the scope itself like 500? Hold on, let me look. Actually, give me a second. This is the gun in question, by the way. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And this scope is a Vortex Viper PST 1 to 6 times 24. Okay. Let me look that up. How much does that one go for? Viper PST 1 to 6 times 24. Yeah, here's a used one. The same fucking scope. The same scope. $600. Just the scope. Just the fucking scope. This gun, in its entire configuration, probably right here, probably worth about $2,000. Right? I will say, this, like, handguard is super loose and I do have to tighten it. But, like, it's not a cheap gun. I don't know. My only complaint is I don't know how I feel about the plastic lower. That's my only problem with it. But honestly, I don't know. I don't really want to sell it. I don't want to sell any of my guns. But like, I don't know, I was just very angry at them. I was very angry. They would fucking lowball me like that. Very angry. Well, I have one Astra where you can have 20 Caltech PR57s. That's a 3K gun. Yeah, probably, honestly. It's just, I can't even believe that they were going to try to do that. Like, I would have been fucking ripped off. I found a 5.7 pistol. I have a 5.7. Arms look longer today? Do they? Do they look long, chat? Do I have long arms? I think you're just schizo, man. Caltech P50? That's kind of wild. I don't know if I'd buy that. That's kind of wild. It uses P90 mags. That's insane. It looks like a waste of money too. Listen, I have a Smith & Wesson 5.7, and I think that's the only 5.7 I'm ever gonna need. That's the only one I'm ever gonna need. should go to the gun store to see if you can get a better deal. I'm not gonna take it back to them. I don't even want to like talk to those guys right now. Like, if they're not gonna, they're obviously not gonna do good business. Like, they obviously don't know anything about what they're talking about or what they're looking at. So it's just no, I'm not even gonna humor them. Pure 7 is also 5.7, but it's better because it's stripper clips. But why though? But why? I've seen that where I saw that where there's no mag. It's a stripper clip fed gun. But why? It's not cost. It's not cost because it's 5.7 is stupid expensive. I get it, CFC Scott. It's 5.7. Here. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Wait, hold on, let me show you something. Is the Iowa gunsmith even still alive? I have no idea. I need to call him. This is also 5.7. It's NATO, yes. Look at that. 5.7, 23. I think this is 22. 22 rounds of 5.7. Do you know how much money is in these two mags? I could not afford to shoot these. If I was carrying this, I'd probably rather just have the guy like walk off with my wallet, because it would be more expensive to mag dump with this gun than it would be to just have the guy have my wallet. Where's the Bond Girl 22? Hold on, hold on, let me go look for it. I'll be right back, chat. See, the skirt's like, yeah. I don't know where it is. I need to find it. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went. Don't know. I should call the gunsmith though. Those bastards. What was the cute little stapler you had with the scope larger than the actual gun? Yeah, that was the Ruger. It's just a Ruger 1022, or it's not 1022. It's just a Ruger. The fuck. It's Mark IV. It's a Ruger Mark IV. I don't know where it fucking went though. It's somewhere around here, and I'm not entirely sure where it is. I thought it was in my bag. I know I brought it, so it's here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Oh, that's pretty cool. Volume block rifle. or whatever that is. The Sharps rifle is very nice. That was what I used in Fistful of Frags. Ask Moogie. Yeah, what did you do with it, Moogie? Yeah, these are some cool guns, man. These are cool guns that I can't buy because I do not have money to buy them. What the fuck is that? It's not like up there, is it? I don't think so. Is it in here? I do not know where that went. I'm gonna have to find that, chat. I'm gonna have to fucking find that shit. I'm gonna have to find that shit, man. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere around here. Somewhere. I thought I left it in that bag, but maybe I took it out. Check the chopped salt. Check the chop. Tip. I just have whatchamacallit, you know, I have Trumpy Bear in here, but I don't have any guns. Also the spam thing. I have my steering wheel in here. I have my sombreros up here, but yeah, I'm not getting that down. Slowly, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! What the heck did you do that to the chair? What do you mean, do what to the chair? Check the top of the shelf. You fucking. Just go to the battle pass at that point. Just do the lake tree and go to the battle pass. Did you check the top? I did. Looks like it's been in a war zone. Yeah, that's what happens when you have cats, man. I think Derek linked me one of those like cat covers for chairs. That would be really good. But I probably need to get a new chair at some point. This thing's pretty bad. And I think my mom. I have some sad news. I think my mom threw away the pink chair, the original pink chair. I still had it, but I think it's gone now. How's the battle pass doing? It's doing all right. It's doing all right. That's why I have a spray bottle with water in it. Yeah, but I'm not always here to prevent them from tearing up my chair, man. She needs a step ladder. What are you doing, step ladder? Have you tried posing with guns on the battle pass? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. I should probably do more. I'm trying to keep it original. I'm trying to keep the content fresh, but I don't know. Do I have any comments on the latest post? Let's see here. Damn. There's some good ones on this one. There's some bangers, dude. BP quality. See, that's the thing. It's like, even if I don't make that much money off of it, even if I don't like do anything else, I just gotta make sure that it's only bangers. Because if I look back on it when I'm older, the only way I'm not gonna be like upset about it is if I'm like, at least it was good content, right? You know, it's like, if that's the whole thing. It's like, what if your family finds it? I'd be like, that's awkward, but it's damn good content, isn't it? It's good content. So long as it stays good content. Do you have more room in your place? Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, it's smaller than my last place, but I'm here alone now, so it's like more room for just me. I have a lot of room. I could like show you the whole, like this wall retracts. I can show you, but I don't want to deal with taking down my sign. Any sus comments, probably? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to respond to them. I need to, like, learn how to respond to chat, like, the DMs. I don't know exactly how to do that. I'm awkward with that kind of thing. I'm very bad at, like, doing that stuff. If my family found something like that, I'd ask why the fuck they're looking for stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, just be like, if they did find it, I'd just be like, gotta make money. Gotta make money somehow. Clearly minimum wage work didn't work out for me. Clearly that one didn't work out, so I gotta make money somehow. You're using cake or cream? I don't know what you mean by that. My family found something like that. Deadass, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing there in the first place? Yeah, honestly. Mind your own goddamn business. Unless you're paying, in which case... Oh well. Shit, dude, I don't have a Mountain Dew. This is tragic. Hold on, I'll be right back, chat. I gotta go get a Dew. British Petroleum is indeed profitable. My mom and grandma snooped in my apartment and found sex toys. That's crazy. Welcome to Chiappa Firearms. This is kind of a cool little skeleton gun. I always thought those were kind of neat, but I never really had a use for, like, the little, it's in 30-30, that's kind of crazy. I never had uses for these kind of guns, just because, like, these are really good if you're a backpacker and you're going out in the woods. Like, 30-30 is not a terribly small cartridge, so it's like, if you're out in the woods and you're worried about, like, coyotes or some shit, or you just want, like, it's not a bad little backpack gun if you're going out in the woods. The problem is, I don't do that. If I'm going out in the woods, it's probably to hunt in the first place, and if I'm gonna hunt, I'm not gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring something bigger. Probably gonna bring the RPK if I was going on an actual hunt, because the RPK is, like, significantly cooler and probably better at doing hunting things than, you know, a little, like, 30-30. Yeah, this is just so American. I love this shelf. It's such an American shelf. Cali special. Yeah, Cali special. There's a Mountain Meow. I know, look at him. Look at the little Mountain Dew. That reminded me I live here. You know, Taco, you could move, right? You could leave California. You could move. Like, I don't know what you do for work, but unless it's something specifically LA based, then, you know, you could move. Seems that most of the guns I want are very expensive. That's usually how it goes. It's like, I do want a good couple of guns. Like, there's a lot of guns that I want, but I feel like I've got a good enough collection now. I think I've got like 30 guns, so I'm like, okay, I think for a while. I just wish I could get more. I don't have any money. I own my house, no point in leaving? Yeah, but you could sell your house. Honestly, I would sell your house now before the market crashes. So, like, sell your house, because you know how much you could get your house, right? If you live in LA, you could get so much more for your house, and then get so much more house if you move to, like, somewhere else, right? Like, say you sold your house in LA. You get, let's say it's, like, a modest house, like, $400,000, which is a pretty, like, fuck, let's actually just look on Zillow. Hold on. So many tabs open. This is not healthy. Let's go. What is a $400,000 house in LA? Let's see here. Maximum, let's go $500,000. Right? This is a $360,000 home in LA, right? Pretty basic. It's got a gas stove, which is nice. Pretty basic, pretty nice. But it's 1,300 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. It's okay, but it's, you know, it's you know what I mean? But, or you could get this, which is basically a crack house for the same price. Apple Valley is not LA, that's in the high desert. About to get mad, they are shitty as fuck. Wait, what? 400K? It must be a studio. You're about to get mad, wait, what is shitty as fuck? Somewhere else says the issue, the most of the places are far cheaper, have terrible climate. What do you mean terrible climate? Are you seriously spending all that money to live in California's climate? Because there are other places in this country that have good weather. Oh my god, 666 Rosewood Avenue. That's a sign. I wouldn't move there. That's a nice, fucking nice, like, fireplace. That's cozy as hell. Regardless, let's try Florida. Okay, we need sunny weather. What do we have in Florida? Oh my god, tons of fucking... Look at this house you can get for the same price. For the same price, you can get this gorgeous fucking building. It's also got a gas stove. That's a nice glass table too. Like, look at how fucking pretty this place is. Like, it might need a little... Wait. I have, like, the same chandelier. What the fuck? It's very, you know, it might need a little TLC, but look at the outside. It's a gorgeous house. Like, this is a nice house. And how, like, what's the square footage on this? Oh, it's about the same, actually. But still, like, you know, it's like, it's way better. And if you're gonna go outside of Orlando, you get even better deals. Like, this is 2,000 square feet for less money. $400,000? Fuck, dude. Look at that, you're paying like $500,000 for a house, though. 1-car garage, small-ass backyard, no fucking thanks. That's not LA. But it's not... you're not gonna make an argument that it's, like, cheaper to live in California than it is to live in Florida. Like, there are more expensive areas, too. But you can just... If you really care about the weather, like... I don't want to ask how much your house is worth, because I feel like that's maybe a bit personal, but, like... You could get a really deep... Like, if you sold your house in LA and then bought a house here in Florida, you'd probably get a good, like... Holy shit, dude, there's so much fucking... What is this? You'd probably get, like, a good upgrade of a house. Like, you'd probably get, like, a decent... Like, a house that's probably a good, decent bit better than what you already have. Now, see, what I would do, chat. What I would do if I were you, Taco, I would sell your house now... And then I would rent, like, a really cheap place wherever you want to move. So you can get your, like, foot in the ground. Like, if you didn't want to move to Florida, you want to move somewhere else. Like, you may say you wanted to move to Texas or something. Just rent a house or rent an apartment for, like, a year. Sign a 1-year lease or some shit. And then they just buy a house once the market crashes. Because the market's gonna crash, right? So if you sell your house now before the market crashes, you're gonna get way more money for it. And then once the market crashes, then you just buy a house then. You just that's what you should do. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but that's what I would do. I can DM you if you want. Sure, yeah. What that looks like a manufactured home. What's the history on it? It wasn't a manufactured home. It's in Florida. I'd rather have earthquakes than hurricanes. You could easily go to Nevada or Arizona, and many have. Yeah, I mean, you could. Like, that's a lot cheaper. Arizona. You could even go to Colorado, but Colorado's getting pricey nowadays. I don't know. It's just, like, even if you, like, ignore the actual price of the house, like, you have to think of other things. Like, California, you get taxed. Like, half of your income gets taken away by the government if you live in California. That's ridiculous. In Florida, we don't have any state income tax. And now, I think that, what, Trump is getting rid of, like income tax for anybody who makes less than like $150,000 a year. So if you make under a certain amount, you might just not have any taxes in Florida other than just like sales tax. Like legitimately, if that goes through, and it looks like it will, like no tax on the middle class. I will not pay any taxes other than sales tax, because I live in Florida. I don't own property, so I don't have to pay property tax. I don't have to pay income tax. I don't have to pay state income tax because it's state, but then on the federal level, I don't have to pay federal income tax. That shit's fucking nice, man. Meanwhile, in California, you gotta fucking pay like fucking gajillion dollars. I saw a short where some guy was saying how he made $4 million, but because he lived in California, he had to pay literally half of it. He had to pay $2 million in taxes. It's ridiculous. I've never been in an earthquake. I'll take hurricanes. Earthquakes are scary. I've never been in one, but my sister has, and they're scary. Fuck Texas. That's the only one of the states that sucks more than Florida. But Florida doesn't suck, though. I love Florida, man. Florida's so good. I will say, though, Florida's not for everybody. It's not. I would not recommend it for everybody. It's you gotta be a certain kind of person to want to live in Florida. It's not for everybody. Trump will get rid of income taxes when pigs fly. That's what he says he's gonna do, but who knows? Who really knows? You know, it's like at this point, Trump is either gonna become Reagan 2.0 or he's gonna become like a 5D chess master. But I don't know which way it's going right now, so I don't know. The biggest issue with Florida home ownership is insurance, especially if you like near the beach. That's true. It's very true. So maybe if you didn't go to Florida, if you really just care about money, then you could just go to like New Mexico or some shit like that. Hex needs a better accountant and needs to work on tax codes. We had a 5.7 earthquake near me that lasted 3 minutes recently, and the whole time I was like, wee! Gee, the voice crack there. Wee! Motherfuckers are fun. It does kind of sound fun. But I don't know, what's keeping you in California then? Like, there's just plenty of places you could go that are cheaper. Like Nevada. You can go to Nevada. You don't even have to move across the country. Just go to Nevada, go to Idaho. Your family? Okay, that's a fair reason. That's a fair reason. You got me there. That's like the one reason that you can't argue with. You didn't grow up in Florida? You didn't grow to hate and see the deranged Republicans destroy it? I mean, maybe. I do know people that have grown up here, though, that don't hate it. Like, that's just a certain point of view, I guess. It's like, I don't know. I'm definitely more of a conservative person myself, so I don't exactly hate, like, the government in Florida for the most part. There are some tricky bits. Like, I won't lie. Like, it's not perfect, and there are not great things that go on here. But, I always come back to the fact that I can get estrogen in Florida easier than I can get it in Iowa, which is just like... Did I mention I hate palm trees? Why the fuck are you even, like, thinking about it, then? Why would you ever move to Florida if you hate palm trees? I love why do you hate palm trees? I love palm trees. I have a palm tree emote. How do you even hate fucking palm trees? I literally have the emote. How are you gonna what? How are you gonna hate on my palm trees like that, man? I love palm trees. Hold on, wait a minute. If I look outside my window, I can see a palm tree, chat. I can see one I'm looking at one right now. It's gorgeous. I love it. Lacerated my arm cutting down a palm tree once. I mean, that's not the palm tree's fault, though, is it? You can get estrogen for now, but that may not be so in Florida and any other state. Just the way things keep going. I feel like that's a little bit of a doomer mentality. I don't know. As a quote-unquote trans person living in Florida, I do not feel like that is a legitimate risk. I think that, especially from the Republican point of view, everybody seems to be focusing on kids and not adults. I haven't seen any legislation that's been pushing for banning HRT for people over the 18 have any ground. Like, people have put bills in the government, like, in front of the government to try to get those bills passed that do restrict those kind of things, but they never hold any water. And the pendulum swings, right? I don't think the pendulum is going to swing that far. It's like saying that they're going to make gay marriage illegal again, which is just dumb. Like, that's not going to happen. No one cares about gay marriage now. This generation of kids that are growing up to be adults, especially like Gen Xers, They just have a different worldview. Like, people, the reason why gay marriage was illegal for so long is because the people in charge had a certain worldview, and they had a very strong moral code against being gay. But now it's changed culturally. Like, culturally, people do not care as much about gay people. They just don't. And so I cannot see reality where they'd ever ban gay people again. And it's to that same degree. It's like society is progressively getting more progressive. Even if the pendulum swings back and forth, it is slowly getting more progressive. And so I find it unlikely that we'll go backwards that far. I do think the whole thing about kids, I think that the left and like the LGBT community has done a lot of damage and has caused a lot of this anti-trans legislation is purely because of the way the trans community carries themselves, which is just, I could make a whole video about how I think the trans community is fucking themselves over by being dumbasses. But, like, you know, I don't think that they're going to make a law in Florida that restricts people's ability to get estrogen. Because there's most of the people who take estrogen in Florida are not trans. They're just women who need estrogen, right? That's a thing that happens a lot. And so it's like you're not going to... If you're going to restrict estrogen, you have to restrict it for everybody and not just trans people. Unless you're singling out trans people as being not able to get estrogen. Sounds like a skull issue. Not the mid-face, it's over. I've got the Han motor face. Naples, Florida made the Pride Parade do drag show indoors. I mean, that's fine. Like, that's the thing, though. That's what I'm talking about. Why do we need to have drag shows outside? Why are we doing that? Also, can I... Okay. Astra rant time. Why the fuck are we associating drag queens with trans people? They're not the same thing. They shouldn't be compared. They shouldn't be put in the same box, but they are. People view drag people as fucking trans people, and they're not. They're fucking not. They're not. They shouldn't be. Okay, I've told this story before, and I hate to throw my sister under the bus for this, but one time me and my sister went to a makeup store, and she said to the clerk, yeah, we're looking for a drag look, and I... Bless my sister's heart. She was just trying to help me. But I have never been so offended in my life that it is genuinely... I hate it. I don't hate drag queens. I think drag queens are lovely. But goddamn, stay the fuck out of our fucking... Get out of the trans sphere. You're not trans. Unless you are trans and doing the drag queen thing, but that's cool, but it's not... It's two different things. It's two fucking different things. We keep the... It's not pride to be drag shows are like sexualized shows. They should be done in private. It's like go-go dancers. You don't walk around the street having go-go dancers fucking do their thing on a parade with their children around. You don't, because that's fucking stupid. You don't put fucking drag queens in a parade where there are children watching. You just don't. Fucking don't. 2 out of 5 drag queens was transgender. That's still not a majority. But either way, you can be trans and be a drag queen. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But there are two different things. It's like you can be trans and be a baseball player, but they're not mutually exclusive. That's why they will do. That's exactly what they will do to make it trans people cannot get estrogen. They're already doing it with minors in some states, and they wouldn't do it for adults as well. And so why wouldn't they do it for adults as well? Because that's literally going against like people's freedoms. Like you can, like, I guess the only way to restrict hormones for adults is to make hormones a restricted drug, and that way you're making it harder for everybody to get it and not just trans people. And I think that's why that's gonna not work, because that affects a lot of women. If you make legislation that affects trans people, adult trans people, to be able to get estrogen, then you are going to negatively affect thousands, hundreds of thousands of women who need estrogen injection. It's what is going to happen. The most people who are going to get hurt from that are not trans people. It's going to be women. So I don't think that's going to happen. But that's the thing. Minors, I don't think minors should be like medically transitioning. I think that's kind of a bad idea. And so it makes sense from my point of view that, yeah, okay, we're going to say this is not okay for minors to have this stuff. That's fine. But I don't think they're going to push it to adults, because it just doesn't make any sense. Not all drag shows are sexual. Have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race? Have you seen it? Have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race? Children don't have the same rights as adults. Do you think since people, especially on the left, use transgender people to push other agendas? Well, okay, you have to understand, the left doesn't care about trans people at all. They really don't. And you see this, like, the past couple months have been really prime example of this, because I think a lot of people feel that trans people are the reason why the Democrats lost in 2024. And so you've seen, there's been a big push from people on the left, like, disavowing trans people because of that. And it's like, it's hard to justify, like, medically transitioning children. It's just hard to justify that. And if you're going to take the position that that's what you're going to be for, then you're going to have a hard time justifying that to anybody. Because most people think that that's not cool. So it's just... what the left does is they take transgender and LGBT issues and they use them as weapons to try to get their way. And I hate it. I don't like being used as a martyr by a political ideology. It's dumb. They hate women too. But that's just stupid. They don't hate that. Republicans don't hate women. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're just like, if your view of every Republican is like a Mitch McConnell who hates gay people and hates women, is super fucking toxic, is just a complete asshole. That's not what most people are like. That's not most people. That's just some fringe assholes. But most people are not going to support that, which is why that's not going to happen. Because right now, the Republicans are winning because they're populist. They're doing what the populace wants. And I don't think the populace cares about adult trans people who are doing it and doing it inside. They're not, like, bothering other people, right? No, minors do not have the same rights as adults, as the latex Astra can attest to. Wait, what? The left might not care, but the right wants to eliminate trans people? I think the right doesn't care as much about trans adults as the left thinks they do, right? That's just my perspective. I don't think that right cares as much about trans adults as the left does. And I think Puck, what are you doing up there? I think what the right cares about is kids. They do not like trans people getting anywhere near kids. They do not like trans ideology affecting kids. And there's a good reason for that too. And that's where that comes from. I don't think that most Republicans care. A lot of Republicans are just libertarians. And libertarian ideology goes against saying that trans people shouldn't exist. Like, libertarians do not care if people are trans or not. If a drag queen wears a dress and lip sings, how is that sexual? Well, that's not a drag queen. Like, if you're just wearing a dress and like makeup, that's not being a drag queen. Being a drag queen is, there's a whole thing about it. You gotta go really hard in the paint. And there's a whole attitude towards it. It's a thing. It's like, you can't just put on a dress and call yourself a drag queen. You know, that's not how it works. The government could easily set a minimum age line, like 40 years for estrogen. Not that I would know or think it's likely, but there are many ways the government could fuck trans women. Sure, but if the government decided to do that, it would still hurt more women because you're restricting a drug for people, and if you can't discern between male and female at that point. If you're gonna say like only males are not able to get this medicine before this date, then it's like that creates other problems. That creates other like issues that combat. That conflict with Republican ideology, which is like personal freedoms. Like it inflicts on that. In 2025, there are 83 trans bills passed so far. I don't know, man. Let's see here. Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Iowa, Idaho, Indiana. 83. This is just what is this? What do we have here? Sex-based terms defined as vital statistics report as male and female legislation, policy, sex, and gender established identity. That's fine. I don't think that's gonna affect anything. To ensure responsibility fund management, to amend the uniform's prudent management of institutional funds, to create Arkansas access. Arkansas. I don't give a shit about Arkansas. Arkansas. Let's go to Iowa, because there apparently haven't been any in Florida. Minors can't enter into contracts. Parents and guardians can limit speech and movement without due process. All rights that as adults require legal action to curtail. Kentucky, Montana, Tennessee, Utah. What the fuck is it? Did I pass it? Arizona, I must have passed it. Hold on. I'll look through these, but again, like, I don't think there's been anything that's directly, like, affected me as a trans person. I cannot find the Iowa section. This is very irritating. Oh well, I'll find it later. What about Florida's driver's license law? I don't care about that. I just don't. I just don't care about it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. Like, maybe it's like, maybe I should care about it, but I just don't. I just don't. Republicans only care about personal freedoms of conservatives, so if you're a god and cisgender, you're safe. That's just such a, like, a... That's like saying that all left-leaning people are liberal hippies. It's just it's a stereotype. You're just stereotyping people, even though that's not really reality. You know. I think you're kind of putting people in a box, and you're creating this evil Republican in your head, and you're assuming that all Republicans are just that evil, and it's just, I don't think that's true. I just don't think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. But some really toxic people emerge as a public face of the transgender rights movement, like Keffels. Yeah, I honestly, I feel like a lot of the bad things that are passing in terms of, like, trans legislations are as a result of the LGBT community being stupid. Like, putting Keffels on a pedestal and saying that this is a trans person, we need to protect them. Like, fuck Keffels, dude. Keffels is a bad person. She's a bad person, like, legitimately. And we shouldn't be putting someone on a pedestal where they can't be criticized, where they can't be, like, they can't be, like, found at guilt for the things they did. Like, even though it was fucked up and bad, like, she should probably be in jail for what she did. So, I don't know. It's putting, like, fucking Dylan Mulvaney as the face of the trans movement is just, it's ideological suicide. It's dumb. You're ruining the trans movement. You're killing the trans movement. You're regressing the whole thing 20 years by making trans people into Dylan Mulvaney. Estrogen is one of the primary drugs used to treat prostate cancer. See? Yeah, there you go. A lot of people don't fit into the left or right alignments or defy categorism. Yeah, honestly, left and right, I feel like that's so divisive to think of people as Republican or left or right. There's, like, we're all Americans. Most people have opinions and ideologies that span on both sides of the aisle. Like, there are things Republicans do that a lot of them do that are right and left leaning. Like, it's just to put people in a box, like, oh, these Republicans only care about conservatives and they're gonna fuck everybody else. I just think that's a little bit short-sighted. I just don't think I think it's a little short-sighted. Right-wingers say that all the time, Astra. Snowflake and libtard are common terms in the right-wing community. So, what about it? Cuckservative is a constant thing in the left-wing, community, so who cares? Like, what? Libtard and... what's wrong with the word snowflake and libtard? They're funny words, I think. Naples Pride event has always been very mild, but is under attack. The whole Dylan thing literally felt like they did a Google search on trans creators and picked the first one that popped up. I don't even know why they did that. I think it's like, there's a bit of a conspiracy. Like, if I bring out my tinfoil hat, I feel like there's a bit of a conspiracy there where the whole thing was done just to hurt trans people. I almost believe that. I almost do. Remember that fucking teacher in Canada? That trans teacher in Canada that, like, had those unbelievably massive gahongas where the nipples were, like, it was, like, comical, where you could see the nipples, and they were like a shop teacher, like a workshop teacher, and they kept doing it, and they got in such hot water because of that. And it's like, because it's, like, totally inappropriate to do that in a school, to be walking around with nipples, your nipples being visible in school. That's totally inappropriate. But guess what? It turned out to be fucking, like, fake. That person turned out to be paid. Like, they were paid to do that. Why are they paying people to do that? It seems like an active attempt just to make trans people look bad and the community to look bad. Okay, I feel like that's what that is. We are all Americans, sure, but some Americans feel like other law-abiding Americans don't deserve human rights. Why should I care if they happen to be born in the same country as me? That's such a divisive thing. I don't think that. I think if you asked most Republicans, they would not agree with that. I think if you asked 99% of Republicans, that they don't believe that. In fact, I would argue that the same amount of Republicans that believed other Americans don't deserve human rights is the same amount of Democrats who believe that humans don't deserve human rights. There are a lot of Democrats on the left side of the aisle who believe that some Republicans don't deserve human rights. I've seen conversations where people are like, we should send conservatives to re-education camps. Like, that's not fucked up at all. Like, what are you talking about? It's just, I don't know. It's just short-sighted. Like, you gotta understand that people are complex creatures that are full of life and diversity, and everybody on this planet has an interesting story to tell. It's too generalized to say that someone is a Republican and therefore they are a bad person or they believe in this, and this, because that's just not how humans work. I mean, humans are tribal people, creatures. I get that. That's why we side so much with one side or the other. But in reality, humans are all over the spectrum. We don't agree or disagree with one thing, solidly. It's just that people, tend to think that Republicans or Democrats believe this, and this, and therefore they are all bad people. And that's a dangerous line of mentality to get into, I think. People stirring up shit for no reason. And chat along with Yahtzee is used on the left. Did you wear low-rise jeans that show out your underwear when you bent over? What? No? Considering most Dems are calling anyone who voted Trump Nazis, they don't really have any room to talk. This is true. There's that whole argument of, everybody who's a conservative is a Nazi, which is just silly. I feel like most people don't even understand what Nazis are. And you ask most of these people, what do you think of National Socialism? They'd probably be like, oh, socialism, I like that. But they don't even understand that literally are the Nazis. There's so much context to understand about who the Nazis were and what they actually meant in real life and what they believed in and what they did. And to call somebody in the 21st century a Nazi just sounds so fucking stupid. It's like the world was a different place and they believed in different things. Back when Nazis existed, there wasn't left and right. There wasn't conservatives and liberals. That didn't exist. They had a different set of mentalities, and it was not that you cannot really, in good faith, call people in modern times Nazis because it's just the ideology that they believe in is completely different. Ukraine is full of Nazis. That's actually true, but so is Russia. So I don't know why that's true. There's a lot of Nazis in the Baltic states. I don't really know why that's a thing. There was some Russian general who was top, one of the top guys, and or Yevgeny Prigozhin had a dude that he was partnering with. He had his right hand man, and that guy, his right hand, Yevgeny Prigozhin's right hand man, is full of Nazi tattoos. It's crazy. Elon did a really good salute. That was so fucking funny. I don't care what that was. That's so hilarious. The power in which he went, it's just, I love that clip. It's so funny. Maybe you hang around with nice conservatives. The only ones I've ever hung around have been hateful people, not just toward trans people, but other groups as well. And I don't know, maybe you just been around the wrong conservatives. Most conservatives I know are very accepting, nice people. I know a lot of conservatives. Most people I know are somewhat conservative. It's just there's a lot more people and a lot more diversity in people than just one type of conservative or one type of liberal. If you think that all liberal Democrats are the kind of purple hair, feminist SJW types, then you're kind of short-sighted. That's just not how most Democrats actually are. A lot of Democrats are reasonable people that are normal. They're normal people who believe in reasonable things. And it's the same is true on the other side of the aisle. And to assume that everybody on one side of the aisle is fucking Hitler and the other side of the aisle is fucking Mao, is just stupid. It's stupid. It's just fucking stupid. It doesn't get us anywhere as a country. It's just dividing us as a country. In reality, we should not be doing that. We're all Americans, and we all deserve basic human rights. What is it in the Constitution, that all men are created equal? It's like, yeah, America's had a bit of a tough time upholding that one, but I feel like most Americans agree with that. I feel like most Americans, especially conservatives, would come around to the idea of transgenderism if transgender people stop fucking making themselves such a huge ass target. When trans people go into schools and start talking to the kids about fucking anal sex, yeah, people get kind of fucking pissed about that, because that's gross. That's actually gross. But most people don't do that. Most trans people don't do that. That's a very select few. And so if you take actual trans... I'm confident that if you took most conservatives and showed them a real trans person in their real life, they would be sympathetic. I had a really terrible trans roommate. It's very weird, but he is a weird guy. He is a weird guy. I don't know what I think about Elon. I'm kind of on the fence about how I think about Elon. I think he saved the country a lot of money, but I also kind of just don't like Elon. I hate his cars. When did that happen in schools? Dude, there's like every other day they're talking about fucking, like, that happens. Trans story hour. Do you not remember like drag queen story hour? That shit's gross. Drag queens should never go anywhere near a school. I think it's only a very small but very vocal minority who does that, Astra. I know, and that's the problem, but they're the face of it, right? Most people don't do that. But they are the face of the movement. When most people, like, if you go to conservatives and if you ask them, what do you think of trans people? They don't think of me. They don't think of the normal trans people who's just trying to get by, who's just trying to live their life. They don't think about them. They think about Dylan Mulvaney. They think about drag queens. They think about fucking... it's ma'am, dude, right? Like, that's what they think about when they think of trans people, because whether trans people like it or not, that is the face of transgenderism. It is, and it's a problem. It's actually a problem for the trans community, I believe. I think it's a real issue that trans people need to wrestle with, and kind of, we need to fix our image. We have an image problem, and it's bad, and we need to fix it. We need to stop putting literal predators on pedestals and saying, you can't track them because they're trans. Fuck them. Predators, dude. Fuck them. Send their asses to jail where they belong. Some trans people are horrible. There are horrible people in every group. Yeah, of course. But again, the problem is not that there are horrible people in every group. It's the fact that they end up being the face of the trans movement, and that's the issue. It's like they are very minority. Most trans people don't do that. Most trans people are normal, reasonable people. I think my whole point is that at the end of the day, if you look at it, most people on Earth, in this country, like 99% of them, whether they're conservative, whether they're trans, whether they're liberal, whether they're Democrat, Republican, whatever, I would argue that 99% of them are reasonable, normal people. But what ends up happening is you get fucking dumbasses that are on the extreme ends of things that are like the worst, and they end up becoming the face because the squeaky wheel gets the grease or whatever, right? You know. Anyway, fact check. Rantstra over. Rantstra over. I love going on a good rant chat. Thanks for letting me do that. Fact check. My grandfather secretly told me that he liked RuPaul when he was just he thought she was just a black woman. We will need to bet most trans people don't want to draw attention to themselves. I would say that's exactly right. I think the idea of there being a Trans Visibility Day is directly contradictory to what is good for trans people. I think that the idea of a Trans Visibility Day is anti-trans and makes me, as a trans person, dysphoric. I hate Trans Visibility Day. I don't want people to think I'm trans. I don't want to be trans. I want to be a woman. I do not want to be a trans woman. I want to be a woman. When you start emphasizing the trans part of it, then you're making it two different things. If you tell a person, if you go up to a cis woman and say, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were trans, there's no bigger insult. Because in their mind, trans people do not look like women. And they are not women in most people's mind, which is the problem. I love rants. I love Rantstra. I love it when I get to be Rantstra. It's like my favorite. Give me that ass. So off topic, what's the plan of the RX-8? I'm probably going to end up going up to Iowa in the next couple weeks. Probably like sometime like on the 16th or something. And I'm going to try to fix that fucking RX-8. And then I'm going to try to get it down to Florida. And hopefully that works. And if it doesn't, then oops. Oh well. Wish I could see your blood pressure. I think the people that want to celebrate it should have the right. I think you drop something, dude. I can't. It'd be very, very dangerous. It'd be very dangerous. There's an avenue if you want to see that. There is an avenue. It's on the link tree. Did you ask your dad about trailing this rest of your stuff? I don't know if I'll do that. I might just ship the toolbox down and then just put everything else in the storage unit in the RX-8 when I go. Not sure exactly how I want to do that. Rotary. Yay for rotaries. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that some people should have the right to celebrate it if they want, but like, I think for most trans people just want to be left alone. So the idea of Trans Visibility Day is just kind of putting a hard scope on people who do not want to be seen. Thank you, Tracy, for the 100 bits. Arts is a really smart and passionate person. Oh, thank you. You gonna get that bike too? I don't know if I'm gonna get the bike, but we'll see. If the RX-8 is a lost cause, do you have good insurance? And totally unrelated, does Florida have any cliffs? No, Florida does not have any cliffs. And no, I don't have good insurance. The car isn't insured right now anyway. I'd have to figure out something like to do with that before I even drove it back. Can we raid Maddie? Yeah. Rob talks about Pride Month. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Or watch that later. Sorry for the tiny donut. I'm on your phone. Alright, that's alright, Tracy. Turbo rotary stop in your E30 would be super cool. That would be kind of cool. Florida has cliffs, but not very high. I don't think there's any hard-faced cliffs. And I think it'd be hard-pressed to find a cliff in Florida. I mean, it's Florida. Like, there's not... like, what, a couple hundred feet above sea level? Like, not happening. That actors will always insert themselves into marginalized groups and attempt to use the group as a cover to engage in their evil acts. They don't care what harm it causes the community. It's a virus. Yeah, and the problem is trans people has no way of dealing with that virus. You should also try to check on the FB while you're there. I will try to check on the FB. Boston's mom thought this was too sexual. Wait, what? They thought I was too sexual? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sexual at all. Fit check, by the way. The emoji. Oh, the emoji. It's just bouncing. I don't think that's too sexual. Most hills have sand. Yeah, we have hills. Like, if you go to Claremont, there's some pretty big hills in Claremont, but nothing that you could drive a car off of. Kermit sent Tony links. You can't see my short clip. What? You're appropriately sexual. Sitting in a field for a long period of time is bad cars, especially one made in the 80s. I know, Taco, you don't have to remind me. There's nothing I can do about it. Stop making me feel bad about it. I can't do anything. There's literally nothing that I can do to change the situation about the FB. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I hope it's not rusting. I hope it's not rusted to shit. I really do. But what am I gonna do? I don't have anywhere to put it. I can't pay for car insurance on 2 cars. I don't know what to do. What am I gonna do about it? I don't know. Maybe I could sell the E30 and bring it down as a replacement for the E30. But like, I don't even know if I can do that. Like, how long has it been there? It's been there for like a year and a half. Almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in August. And it sat in fields before, and it has a tarp over it, which I know some people say it's gonna make it more rusty. And I've seen, my mom has gone and checked up on it, and it's been fine in the past. So I'm just praying that it's not sitting there rusting away into a position where I can't salvage it. But like every time someone brings it up, I fucking hate it. I always get like so sad whenever someone's like, it's probably rusting. Like I know, but whatever, I can't do anything. It's stuck. It's literally gonna cost thousands of dollars to get it down here, and I can't. I don't have that money. I just don't. And I also don't have anywhere to put it. I doubt it's super bad. I hope it's not. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, it's not like it moves. Like the winter. My main thing is like if it was in the winter, it doesn't matter if there's snow around it. You know, so long as there's no salt, it's probably okay. But you ban RX7 from chat? No, I don't want to do that. Like sand through the hourglass, or so are the days of Astra's life. Jesus Christ, that's morbid. This is slightly morbid. Probably run faster in Florida anyhow. Banning the word rust would be better. How about I ban the word field? How about I ban the word Iowa? Can I just ban Iowa? Can we just make Iowa illegal? I want to make Iowa illegal. I vote for that. I'll vote for that. I think that's a good idea. When you go to Iowa, you can regift the Iowa tumbler. I'm using it as my Sharps container at the moment. It's being currently used as the Sharps container. Chat, what am I gonna eat? I have to find something to eat, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I don't know what to do about it. I might have to go to the store to buy something because I don't really have any food here. I think I'm like running. I don't have enough nuggets. I don't have enough pizza rolls. I ran out of pizza. I think the only things I really have is like I can make an egg sandwich. I could probably make an egg sandwich. I could probably do that. Buy pork chops. Pork chops are just so boring. And I'm not good enough at cooking pork chops yet to make like a proper sauce, like a pan sauce with it. You know what the other problem is, chat? I don't have a stainless steel pan anymore. I can't really make a pan sauce. I guess I can. I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna make a pan sauce, I'd rather use a stainless steel pan than a carbon steel pan for something like that. Something where controlling the temperature like precisely is really important. I feel like that would be good, but I don't have a stainless steel pan anymore. I gotta go to like the thrift store and buy one. Everybody doubts Iowa exists. Maybe it's a construct of Nebraska and Illinois to construct a virtual state. Grilled cheese sandwich. Never seen so many links by one chatter during the stream. You're like, it's alright. Chill out, medical. Chill out. All right, just chill out, bro. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Astra's legendary gangster ass egg sandwich. Not gonna lie, looks good as shit. It is good as shit. I think I'm gonna make one after the stream because I think it's the only thing I can make. Problem is, I need to eat more, chat. I haven't been eating enough. I need to eat more. I need to make more food. I want to learn how to make like Asian food and like I want to make like beef lo mein or like Mongolian beef. I think that would be really good, but I don't have. Beef is expensive, and I can't afford beef, so... In honor of Maryland man, I made pupusas. What the fuck is that? You just Snickers, they usually satisfy? They're just not good. It's not good for you. Snickers are, like, actually bad for you. I need to find that Snickers box, too. I don't know where that went. I think it's here somewhere now, but I just don't know where it is. It's either here or in Tampa, so I gotta go get it. Don't you have like 80 Snickers? I do, but I don't know where they are. I have to find them. I have to find them. I'm getting 2 new babies, both from PSA 5.7 Rock and a Dagger compact, which is G19 Gen 3 clone. That's pretty cool. I'm not a big Glock fan, to be honest with you. The only Glock I have is this little mini Glock, which is kind of cool. But I've never been into a Minecraft gun. It's too Minecrafty. Like, it's not made for humans. It's made for Minecraft Steve. The Snickers the one that stick to your teeth and never from your mouth? I don't think so. Not usually for me. My face is like itchy. I need to like stop touching my face. That fucking Glock rant from a year ago still makes me laugh my ass off. Only a few dollars a stream you can support a starving femboy. You too can. I did get a pretty big donation though. Hellbent did do a pretty big donation. Maybe I can afford to go to McDonald's. Yeah, then again, probably not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just not. It's just not worth it. Butterfingers are one of the things I get stuck on. Yeah, Butterfingers I think too. Check the app for deals. Yeah, the deals are pretty good, but you're still not gonna get out with a really good deal. Like, no matter what deal you get at McDonald's, it's not gonna be better than making food at home. Sorry, I've been distracted. I don't know. I probably won't go to McDonald's. I'll probably just make a egg sandwich and then cause I have ingredients for an egg sandwich, so I should just probably make an egg sandwich. And then there is like a hole here. Is it? Could I like put something in this and shoot it? Is there like? Is this like functioning? Does this actually have like a? Like is this actually shoot something? Could I like shoot the little like cap things? I can't tell if that's like a real firing pin in there. Cause it actually clicks. Did I ask though McDonald's went from cheap food to holy fuck I'd rather cook at home? Yeah, McDonald's is kind of dog shit, but I mean it is. Can have my Glock any day you want. I bought 5 pounds of ground beef for $16 at Save A Lot. That's not a bad deal, but Save A Lot is kind of gross. I feel like kind of grossed out when I go into Save A Lot. You want a pizza? You could try it. I would love a pizza, but I don't think it will work. But we could try it. We could try it. I would just say watch it. Because it might just be refunded because I don't know if they can find. Because last time we tried to do that, they didn't get here. Bye, Astra. I'll see you next time. All right, see you, Ashman. Have a good day. The fast food price is beyond reason now. Yeah, fast food's not cheap anymore. It's not cheaper than it used to be. Like the cheap option, and now it's just not. So I don't really eat a lot of fast food anymore. I used to eat so much fast food, but now I don't. Not Salvadorian fried corn gorditas. One had squash blossom, queso filling, and the other were chicharron, and we settled for one on Cinco de Drinko. Fun to pop off. Hello, Puck. Puck hair. Fast food is too expensive for its terrible quality and poor nutrition. Yeah, it's like bad for you. It's not good for your wallet. It's not good for your soul. It's just easy. At that point, I'd rather just cook my own nuggets. You know what I mean? What Winn-Dixie you go to? Some are actually pretty nice. I haven't been to a Winn-Dixie. I've been to a Save A Lot, and it was pretty garbage. Like, you know when you walk into a grocery store, and you can tell, like, the floors haven't been cleaned in, like, a month? It smells of rotten vegetables and sweat. It's just not appetizing. Poke Schnobel. My friend brought 10 pounds for $30. Damn. Been buying pre-made food at the grocery store is cheaper now. Yeah. I know, I like to cook. I just don't have very many ingredients right now. I need to go back to the store. But I don't want to go back to the store because that requires shopping. When they shop at Walmart when stuff is on sale at Publix, it's the cheapest place. Fast food kept me alive during my peak COVID Target days. Funny enough, I still ended up losing a fuck ton of weight during that time. And you can lose weight by eating fast food. It's just about calories. That's the thing. I need more calories. I'm trying to increase my calorie count. I mostly shop at Publix when I lived in Florida. Publix is nice. I like Publix. It's just too expensive most of the time. And they don't have everything. It's just, Walmart's just cheaper, generally. So I usually go to Walmart. Do you have a Zelle? I have a Zelle, yeah. It's ironic I never worked remotely during COVID, only after it was over. When I was working at Target, I was walking like 50k steps a day, eating once a day for like 2 years. Damn. Yeah, you'll lose weight doing that. Publix bakery is the best. Publix pub subs are good. They are good. And now I want to go to the Publix and get a pub sub, but I'm not gonna, cause money. What? I almost fell asleep there, chat. Almost fell asleep. Boar's Head over any other made meats if Boar's Head is really good. EP straight incoming. I am EP. I felt like high all day today, even though I haven't smoked any weed. I don't know why. Like I woke up and I felt dizzy, and I've been dizzy. Didn't get pizza ordered? Fuck. Hold on, let me look. I have the notification. I have a notification. Damn, Taco, I won't say it. I'll just say you could get a nice place here in Florida. That's all I'll say. You should definitely move to Florida. That depends on what you do for the company. Oh yeah. Roast beef, Boar's Head is essential. Fucking love how you were able to see a fucking trail of fluff off of Puck as she left. Yeah, she sheds like a motherfucker. I need someone knits cat hair into like hats. I need to find that person and contact them, because this is absurd. It's like all over my face. It's absurd the amount of this cat sheds. Dollar General is pretty cheap unless you can find one about 2 miles. Yeah, Dollar General's cheap. It's just like I used to live closer to one, but I don't. I live like a little bit further away. What do I live closer to one? Or is it the same distance? Let me look actually. Hold on. Dollar General's okay, I guess, but what am I gonna get at Dollar General? Like, I'm not. What would I buy at Dollar General? That's like. Oh yeah, it's actually really close. I might live closer to this one now. Okay. Why would it have me do that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would it have that be the thing? Oh, yeah, that's like adds twice the distance for some reason. That's like, it's like twice as long going back as it is going there. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright, hold on. Let's see, is this one closer or further away? Damn! The exact same distance. That's crazy. I guess I do live kind of close to a fucking Dollar General. I guess I could. I could. Pop is expensive everywhere now. Yeah, it's expensive. Just went to buy a 2-liter yesterday. It was $3. Fuck, dude. Yeah, didn't some people die recently because of a listeria outbreak at Boar's Head? Ooh, that sounds nasty. Not to mention the Dollar General store was disgusting. Yeah, Dollar Generals are usually kind of not nice. They have some like decent like cheap food though. If you know like it's, you can buy some cheap shit there, especially if you get like the basic shit, like Spam. You know, you can get free cheese. But Walmart has cheaper Spam than Dollar General. I'll say that. Like it's better to get Spam at Dollar General or Walmart. I think you a Zillow listing that just don't show chat. Okay. It will not show chat. That is not worth that much money. I'm gonna be honest with you, Taco. I'm not gonna say anything else. That is stupid. That house is not worth that much money. Anywhere else in the goddamn country, you could. There's a fucking half that price for that house. What the fuck? That is insane. You've had offers for. Why didn't you take them? Fucking take that shit and run, man. You need to convince like your family to move because that shit's stupid. That is dumb. Trying to give up pop, but in the honor of someone I drank Mountain Dew last night. Yeah, it's hard to give up. I want to drink something more healthy. I feel like it's like destroying my teeth. You know, I gotta like. I don't want it to like destroy my teeth, but like I can't stop drinking Mountain Dew. It's like a problem. Cat grooming gloves. Yeah, I should probably get some of those. I live in a very good part of LA County, hence why it costs so much. I see. Shit, dude, you can move somewhere else in LA for cheaper than that. Just brush your teeth after you finish a can. Dude, I would brush my teeth like 5 times a day if I did that. That's too much. It's too much teeth brushing. 9 people died because of a listeria outbreak because of poor sanitation at Boar's Head plant in Virginia. Ew. You make your own healthy Mountain Dew? I want to try it. I do want to do that. That would be fun to do. Let's see here. Oh, Eddie is streaming. Will all be. That's crazy. Me and Maddie have the exact same amount of viewers right now. Alright, chat. I'm gonna end the stream here. Maddie's building something. I don't know what, but we're gonna raid Maddie. If it were healthy, why would it be really Mountain Dew? Alright, chat. Thank you everybody for hanging out, for chatting. I'm gonna probably go make like a sandwich or something. Well, actually, no, that pizza should be coming. So I'll be on the lookout for that pizza. But anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for hanging out and donating and being awesome. I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow. So, yeah. Good night. Goodbye. Oh, wait a minute. It takes 10 seconds to raid. I forgot about that. That's awkward. That's real awkward. That's awkward. Oops. Anyway, chat. Thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye.